Okay, so here we are trying to solve this equation. So we want the a's on one side and the non-a's on the other side. So what can we do? So let's subtract 2a for both sides. Okay, so we're left with 5 is equal to 4a minus 2a, which is equal to 2a. Subtract 1. Then we want to split the a's and non-a's. So here we've got this -1, so let's put the -1 to the other side. So it's the opposite to subtracting 1, be adding 1. So we have 6 is equal to 2a. And then finally, we want the a on its own. So what's the opposite to multiply by 2? Dividing by 2. Okay, so we have 3 is equal to a. Or it may make more sense or more convenient to write it as a is equal to 3. Okay, here we want the x's on one side and non-x's to the other side. So let's subtract 2x from both sides. So we're left with 4x plus 4 is equal to 6. Okay. Now we want the x's on one side, so we have this plus 4, what's the opposite to plus 4? That's subtracting 4. 4x is equal to 2. And now we just want x on its own, so here you can see that it is multiplied by 4, so the opposite to multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. Okay, so we have x is equal to 2 over 4, which is the same as a half. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, for this equation, we need to subtract 2x from both sides. And we'll be left with 5x plus 9 is equal to 19. Then we want to subtract 9 from each side, and we'll be left with 5x is equal to 10. And to get x on its own, we just divide by 5, and we have x is equal to 2. Check your answer, so we plug in, substitute x equals 2 on the left hand side, so 7 times 2, which is 14, plus 9, 23. That's the same as 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 19 is equal to 23. Second equation, what can we do? We're going to add 4x to both sides. And so we're left with 7x minus 1 is equal to 6. Then we can have the 7x on its own, so to do that we need to add a 1 to both sides. So we're left with 7x is equal to 7, and then we want x on its own, so we divide by 7 both sides, and we'll get x is equal to 1. Okay, so it may be easier to see as a balance. So here we have 6x plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 12. Okay, so what we do to one side, better to do to the other side, otherwise it will tip for one side or the other. So what can we do? We can subtract 2x from both sides. So therefore we have 4x plus 4 is equal to 12. Okay, and then we want to do the 4x on its own, so we have to subtract 4 from both sides. So therefore we have 4x is equal to 8. Finally, to get x on its own, we need to divide both sides by 4. We get x is equal to 2. Okay, so we want t over 7 by itself. So what's the opposite to adding 5? Subtracting 5. So we have t over 7 is equal to negative 3. What's the opposite to divide by 7? Multiply by 7. T is equal to negative 21. So here, what's the opposite to adding 3? Subtracting 3. N over 2 is equal to 0.5. We want n on its own, so the opposite to divide by 2 is multiply by 2. So 0.5 or half times 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so with these equations, we see some fractions here. And with fractions, we want to get rid of these denominators. Okay, so what we could do is actually multiply both sides by 3. So multiply by 3. Okay, so we have 2x. So you divide by 3, you multiply by 3. So you're doing something and you're undoing something. So you have your original value. So we have 2x. It's equal to 3 times, so we use a bracket here, x minus 2. So let's expand this. So 2x is equal to 3x minus 6. So that's again the same game, except the x's on one side and the non-x's on the other side. So let's subtract 2x for both sides. Okay. So here this will be 0. And then we have x minus 6. And then we want this negative 6 on the other side. So the opposite to subtracting 6 is adding 6. Okay, so we have 6 is equal to x. Or you may prefer to write it as x is equal to 6. Okay, second one, same idea. Let's get rid of these fractions. So we're dividing by 3, so it's the opposite. Let's multiply by 3. Okay, so we have 3 times 3x minus 6 is equal to 5x minus 2. Here we can expand the brackets, so we've got 9x minus 18 is equal to 5x minus 2. Subtract 4x from both sides, subtract 5x from both sides. So we have 4x minus 18 is equal to negative 2. Let's add 18 to both sides. So we have 4x is equal to negative 2 plus 18 is equal to 16. And then we can divide by 4. Both sides of x is equal to 4. Okay, so let's have a look at this. What can we do to solve this first equation? So we have some of the brackets here. So let's try to get rid of the brackets. So we need to expand. So when we expand this, it's going to be 2x plus 2 is equal to x plus 5. Okay, same procedure. X is on one side, non-x is on the other side, so it's going to be subtracting x from both sides. So it's going to be x plus 2 is equal to 5. And subtract 2 from both sides, so x is equal to 3. The second equation, same idea, let's expand it. Let's get rid of the brackets. So 3x plus 3 is is equal to x plus 5. So x is on one side, non-x is on the other side. So subtract x. It's going to be 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. So let's subtract 3 from both sides. So we have 2x is equal to 2. Let's then divide it by 2 on both sides. Let's get x on its own, so x is equal to 1.